What's going on, guys, G-Smessy here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today it is going to be Wednesday the 18th of December. We have confirmed us to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. My previous video will be down below in the description box, and finally in the comment section below, in your opinion, who is the best Premier League player this decade? Right, let's get started with the confirmed news, and first up we have got Palacios. He is joined by Leverkusen in the Bundesliga from River Plate at a €22 million fee. He's on a 5-year contract until 2025 and will officially join the German outfit on the 1st of January. He was linked to Real Madrid 1 year ago, but for whatever reason it didn't go through, and potential wise it seems like a very good bit of business. Former Arsenal defender Felipe Senderos has announced his retirement from football. His final club was a second division side in Switzerland called FC Chiasso. Another former Arsenal player is going to be Nicholas Bentner, and he's set to become a free agent because FC Copenhagen have confirmed they'll not be extending his contract, and that expires at the end of this year. Romain Molina are reporting that Turkish side Galatasaray are confident of imminently sealing the loan signing of Henry Onyekuru. He currently plays for Ligue 1 side AS Monaco, and the deal will go through next month. He only joined Monaco during this summer from Everton, but the move hasn't really worked out for him, not really too much game time to be offered. But bear in mind, last season for Galatasaray on loan from Everton, he was very good. And next up, the Telegraph are saying Carlo Ancelotti has agreed a deal in principle at Everton and he'll be the manager until 2024. And Sky Sports said a similar thing, saying Ancelotti is expected to be confirmed as the Everton manager this week by Thursday or Friday. He was only sacked by Napoli about a week ago, so he's turned it around very quickly, got a new job, and again, for me right now on a Tuesday at 2 PM it hasn't been confirmed, but it might all be confirmed at some point today. Arsenal's managerial situation could be sorted very soon because Sky Sports believe that Mikel Arteta is now the leading candidate to become their next manager. Obviously right now Freddie Ljungberg is the interim coach or the caretaker manager and he wants it sorted like ASAP, and apparently City, they want Arteta to clear up the situation. There were photos of Arsenal's officials leaving Arteta's house on Monday morning, and again, it should be announced very soon, if not already. Gremio are interested in Atlanta United's Argentine international Gonzalo Martinez, and this story is according to TYC. The Brazilian side were linked with a 26-year-old over the summer transfer window, and they now seem set to reignite their interest when the January window opens. Football London are saying Napoli are looking to bring Arsenal midfielder Lucas Torreira back to the Serie A, and it would be a temporary basis on a loan deal, and apparently they've submitted a €3 million loan offer. The Gunners have got to decide on his future as it's a bit up in the air right now, but there could potentially be an option to buy included. Zinedine Zidane wants to welcome Hakimi back into the fold at Real Madrid according to Diario Sport. Los Blancos have been impressed by the Moroccan during a 2-year loan spell at Borussia Dortmund and will look to ease him back into their plans next summer. Damasio is saying that Bayern Munich have made an approach for ex-Marseille and current Sevilla winger Lucas Ocampos as about a potential deal in January. He only joined Sevilla back in the summer, so they have got a very good stance if deals were to go ahead, and I believe he scored 5 goals so far in the league. L'Equipe are saying that Real Madrid have opened talks with 17-year-old midfielder Eduardo Camavinga. He currently plays for Stade Rennes in Ligue 1, and they say that if they were to sell the youngster, it'd be for €100 million. He is regarded as one of the biggest talents right now playing in Ligue 1, and maybe a move to Real Madrid it could be a bit too early, but if they're interested already, it definitely shows he's got a lot of potential there. West Ham would like to take Luka Jovic on loan from Real Madrid according to Fischerges. The Serbian striker has struggled for games and goals since making a big money move to Spain over the summer, and he may be allowed to head out to the Santiago Bernabeu in January. I mentioned it a couple of days ago, he cost them €60 million and it hasn't really worked out yet, but it doesn't mean he hasn't got a future at the club. And to be fair, if West Ham can pull that deal off, I think it'd be very good for them, because last year in the Bundesliga for Frankfurt, that combo of Haller and Jovic, it worked wonders for them. Icardi is desperate to remain at Paris Saint-Germain beyond this season when his loan deal expires. PSG would have to pay Inter between 65 and €70 million to make the deal permanent, and that story is according to Tuttosport. And my guess is that PSG will make it a permanent because he's done very well for them so far, and it looks like they will be getting rid of Cavani on a free, and he's basically a longer term replacement. A short one from the Evening Standard is that Manchester United is set to release Ashley Young at the end of the season. His contract is set to expire, and he potentially could start talking to sides from January onwards. Leicester City look likely to add to their attacking options in January according to the Mirror. The second place Foxes are in pole position to land highly rated Hull City forward Jared Bowen, who's bagged 15 goals in the Championship so far this season. The 22-year-old will cost around £10 million, with Leicester holding off the likes of Leeds United, Southampton and Newcastle to sign him. And the Leicester Mercury are saying Leicester City are interested in Juventus centre-back Merih Demiral. He has been linked to likes of Arsenal and Manchester United a lot over the last couple of weeks, and even Tottenham and AC Milan. But potentially the idea and the prospect of Leicester City's current project, it might interest him. I'm not sure what that means for the future of Johnny Evans and in particular Sionchu, who has been fantastic this season, but apparently set for a new contract. The Telegraph are saying Chelsea are looking at Bayer Leverkusen's Leon Bailey and Villarreal's Samuel Chukwueze. That's as alternatives to Zaha and Jadon Sancho. The story also mentions that Chelsea's radar does also include strikers Timo Werner and Moussa Dembele, so Chelsea are definitely looking to add attackers this January. And next up, Football Insider are saying Tottenham Hotspur senior players urged manager Jose Mourinho to sign Adama Traore. That's after the 23-year-old Spaniard impressed against them at Molineux on Sunday. His form this season has been very impressive. Like before, he's always been a player that is, seems very scary to play against because his pace is like probably the fastest around, and he's also very good at dribbling. But his end product before was also lacking, but this season, he's definitely improved it. Lyon intend to make approaches for Thomas Lemar of Atletico Madrid, Luca Digne from Everton and Steven Nzonzi from Galatasaray. They plan on doing so in the coming days in order to save their season, and this story is from Le Parisien. And this could tie with the fact that they have lost both Memphis Depay and René Adelaide to ACL injuries, I believe in the same match. That is extremely unlucky, and both players are set to miss around 6 months minimum, and it pretty much rules them out for the rest of the season. And next up, Calcio Mercato are saying Napoli have identified Club Brugge midfielder Sofiane Amrabat as a transfer target. Tottenham are also interested in the 23-year-old who's currently on loan at Hellas Verona in the Serie A, but Napoli are now readying a bid of €15 million in the January window. Another player linked to Napoli according to Ojogo is going to be Sporting midfielder Marcus Acuna. He is versatile and can play in the midfield or the defence, and that could be a benefit for Napoli if they want to make a move. He is enjoying a fine season in Portugal, but he could be allowed to leave in January, but the story doesn't mention any kind of fee. And the Napoli owner Aurelio De Laurentiis has appeared to rule out the potential signing of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, insisting the club must start from scratch, and Gattuso has obviously replaced Carlo Ancelotti. And that ties into another story about Ibra according to Calcio Mercato, saying that Ibra has walked away from talks with AC Milan. The Swedish striker has been linked to return to the San Siro in January, but the two parties could not reach an agreement over a contract. Ibra wanted an 18-month deal, but Milan were only prepared to offer him one lasting a year. And AC Milan's chief football officer did say that the club's chances of re-signing Zlatan, they are definitely receding. Another club linked to Ibra, according to their actual owners, is a third division side in Italy called Monza. They've offered him a 2.5-year deal. They're currently owned and run by ex-Milan associates, so there is a massive connection there from his previous time at AC Milan. But Gazzetta dello Sport even say that because his reluctancy to make a decision on his future, it might suggest that his career may be over. This next story is from Salzburger Nachrichten, and sorry if I said that source wrong, but they're saying Leipzig are leading the race for Red Bull Salzburg forward Erling Haaland. That's despite the striker meeting with Borussia Dortmund and Manchester United. But the Independent do suggest United are still encouraged about a potential deal, but Salzburg would like to keep the striker until the summer, and he's also been advised to develop in Germany instead. And if you think about it, going to Man United, it could be a massive success, but there's a lot of pressure on him if he makes that move. Whereas if he was to go to Borussia Dortmund or in particular Leipzig, where Leipzig and Salzburg have got a fantastic connection, I think he'd be better off going there first. And the papers are suggesting that if Haaland does go to Leipzig, it means that Timo Werner is very likely to leave and there'll be a lot of clubs interested in signing him. And moving on, according to Don Ballon, they're saying Real Madrid are weighing up a move to pursue Ruben Neves as a successor to Casemiro. Los Blancos view him as a potential target to bring to the Santiago Bernabeu, but he would cost a massive fee. And another player into Madrid, according to AS, is going to Valencia star Ferran Torres. He's only 19 years old, but Madrid have been interested for a long time, and he's the reason basically they keep upping his release clause. The Athletic are saying this January is Chelsea's last chance to sign Nathan Ake for £40 million. It is the current contract clause, or the clause in his contract at Bournemouth since making the move from Stamford Bridge, but it does expire at the end of next month. Bayern Munich players have urged the club to sign former Liverpool playmaker Felipe Coutinho on a permanent basis. He's currently on a loan deal from Barcelona, but there is a clause there so they can make it a permanent deal. And this comes after his unreal display for Bayern against Werder Bremen on Saturday, where he got 3 goals and 2 assists. And next up, Sport are saying that Barca and Real Madrid will go head to head to sign 22-year-old Donny van de Beek. The Ajax midfielder would cost between 50 and 60 million euros, and bear in mind Real Madrid have been linked for a long time now. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. My previous video will be down below in the description box, and finally in the comment section below, who has been the best player in the Premier League in your opinion this decade? So thank you for watching this video, I'll see you next time.